Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi. It's me, Nathan Kress, back at it again with another episode of the Boy Time Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul. And this is the penultimate episode of the Boy Time Podcast. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because it's, usually when I'm back in the throne, these are the Return of the King episodes. So I guess this is The Hobbit, because this is the first episode for a while now that Babby has the reins again.
Hooray!
So, Babby, edit in a clip of laughing.
I'm not editing anything.
Edit in a picture of a whale.
I'm
Yeah,
not
do a
editing
whale.
10 seconds.
anything.
What? Why not?
I won't do it.
Okay.
Boring editor. Bring back the old one.
Nobody
Yeah,
watches
I
a
like the
podcast and then
old
watches
guy.
the visuals, okay?
I do.
Especially not us.
I watch them all the time.
It's just one screen.
His sister maybe watches it all the time. I don't know how that end up.
My sister?
Yeah.
Oh, I think she just showed the podcast to her friends. I don't think she listens to it.
They sound out some crazy topics then.
Nobody actually listens to
know.
podcasts. We just shout out like the podcast to other people to seem like we're intellectual.
Yeah, we're intellectuals.
Yeah, but nobody actually listens to podcasts.
Yeah, there's probably like, if I could count on like my hands how many podcasts I listen to, you would have to amputate all my fingers because I don't listen to any.
Yeah.
I used to watch one on my drive to and from college. Or watch one.
Listen to one, hopefully.
Yeah.
Don't
But,
watch podcasts and
yeah.
drive.
Don't watch and drive, kids.
Mm-mm.
Close your eyes while you're driving. Do
There you
it.
go.
Picture the road ahead of you and you won't crash.
Exactly.
That's a good idea. But as we're recording this, I am moving out the next day.
Oh.
So this is my last night here on planet Earth until I go into the stars.
I thought you were
So-
moving Saturday.
Which might take 5 years.
Why? I don't know. I said that was a joke.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I didn't laugh because I didn't realize it was a joke.
I thought I did it.
Joke.
Speaking of,
You always sound sarcastic. Don't give me that.
I told the joke on stream, so if you guys want to shout out your streams,
I'm streaming right now at twitch.tv/Babby with 2 eyes.
yeah, and then twitch.tv
Yeah.
/Finlands_president.
Shouting it out for him.
Although I don't know, he mentioned that he might change the name, so this might not be.
True.
And it'll probably be like 20 years before I figure out a good name anyways, but
If anybody has the name Babby with 1 Y on Twitch, give it to me. I
Yeah.
need it.
I'm
You
thinking I might give myself a deadline of 50 followers, and that's when I'll force myself to for sure have one.
Yeah, it's usually good to change your name while you have an audience.
And
That's
not
always
too big
true.
of one.
That's true. It's at our stage, people follow and then they never watch again. So,
Pretty much. I mean, alpha male.
like
even
99% of
often.
people don't come back after they follow,
That's true.
unless they want to like play with you, which I usually don't accept anyways.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Solo streaming is really relaxing though, because I did that for like the first time last night for a couple hours.
Mhm. Did you get any people coming in chat?
No, I had one guy follow last night, but that was it.
Yeah, I
Just
remember
people,
that.
those who follow, but
yeah,
never
that
say
guy was
anything.
when we were here. No, it was one of those like follow bots, or it's like, hey, you want to buy followers? I'm like, no, I'll just take your follow and yoink. See ya.
Wait, was that follow for follow? You said.
He like followed and then he whispered me like, hey, you want to buy 50 follows from me? I'm like, no.
Yes.
If it's a guy asking for a follow back and you don't follow back, they'll take back their follow. It's disappointing.
The dog eat dog world out in the Twitchiverse.
It really is.
But, I don't know. It's a lot more relaxing when it's just like you chilling and playing games. Because usually we get like really crazy every single time we stream. But
oh yeah, we go wacky.
As of now, for the next few months, I will be alone. Although me and Paul will probably do PokeMMO at some point.
Yeah, we haven't done that for months.
Not officially yet, but we will at some point.
It will be on the Twitch channel, so
it will be on the Twitch channels.
There you go.
Another thing we could do is the gosh dang truck sim. We can do that for.
That's true. We can do that.
I'm hoping to God that somehow Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 is easy to stream, like somehow, but I don't know. Like no one's really streamed it yet, so no one knows. Because I would love to stream that. Like I have plans of like, I've like actually made it in my mind like things I want to do, like plans of like what makes this thing unique. Like, oh, you know the whole path of Alexander the Great's conquest. Yeah, I'm gonna fly that.
It takes like
20 hours, I'm pretty sure, but
in a plane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speedrun.
It's live with it. No, it's speedrun.
Well, there you go. I don't know how long I'll be gone.
True.
Most likely it'll probably be like a month, and then everybody's like, that's it. It's too scary outside. We need to go home and stay inside until a vaccine comes out.
I mean, you have one class that's in person.
Okay. I have two classes.
Okay.
I have my humanities class, which is in person, but then I also have a practicum. So laugh about the name of that. First of all, it'd be funny. But basically what that is I had to fill out this questionnaire. I filled it out yesterday, and it's basically like, okay, we're going to pair you up with a teacher from a school that's nearby, and then you're just going to sit in their class.
Yes.
And they're basically just going to be like a mentor, and then you can like ask them questions about teaching or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's
it's kind of surprising they have you doing that like first semester.
I know. It's literally the first thing everybody does in the teaching thing.
Interesting.
I mean, it's not student teaching because I'm not.
You're not actually teaching.
Yeah.
But I am just observing. Like sitting.
Yeah.
I don't even. I don't know how often I used to see that. I think I've only seen like someone do that like once in high school.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that, or people just like observe. Eventually they observe for a few days and then they end up like teaching the class like 2 days out of the week or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of those are like elementary.
Yeah.
Because I remember a ton of them in elementary.
I do not want to get. That was like you could choose like what you wanted to do. So I did high school social studies, high school language, and then they were specific, like being like, you need to get it in your major, and so I reluctantly did middle school social studies as my third choice. But I'm hoping that they're gonna find a high school either language or social studies.
Yeah,
that would be the dream. But also, I don't know what Cedar Falls, the school district of where I'm going, is doing for the like COVID stuff. So like, I don't know if they're doing online. Am I just gonna sit in a Zoom call?
Just like in a Zoom call, and you're just like in the background.
Yeah, like I don't know what I'd even do, but they give me like a 4-hour window. So like on the schedule, it's like you have this class from 12 to 4, and it's like, I hope not, but it's for travel because you could also go to Waterloo, which is the next town over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is also listed as an in-person class. Yeah, otherwise I'm all online. I go to the lunch thing and I get a to-go box and I take it to my room.
Yep.
That's about it. My roommate, I've been talking to him a little bit. It sounds like he's gonna be a little bit like not in the room very much. He got a job at Target up there, and he works out like 2 or 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna be going to class, I'm going to work out, and I'm going to work. I'm probably not going to be there very much, but when I am there, I'm going to be playing my PlayStation. Is that going to upset you? And I'm like, no.
Nope.
I don't know why I would care.
I couldn't imagine like living in a college dorm and then having a job on top of that.
I know.
Like I have everything from home now. I don't have to leave the house for another 6 months at least.
That's true.
Because I did have one class that was half online and then that got canceled. So then I had to find and run like some stupid class that I had to like pick up. So it's like a social media class or something. It's like, here's how to build social media and like not be a stupid baby idiot social media person. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll take that.
Get yourself into troll arguments.
Yeah. That'll be interesting, but it's fully online. So it's 3 credits for that class too. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense how credits work. It's like your 4th semester classes that are super difficult are literally 2 credits and everything else is 3.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I think I've had one of those where it was really weird, but I don't remember what it was.
Isn't it supposed to be like how many hours you are in class per week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like lab hours, pretty much.
Yeah, and then how much work it takes outside of class. Which I've only had like... Actually, I think all of my degree courses are 2 credits, but some of the teachers say the work in this class is going to make it seem like a 3-credit class. I'm like, oh, that's a good sign. Don't tell me that.
Yeah,
it's 2 credits. Make it 2 credits, not 3.
Yeah. But I am pretty much cruising to the finish line at this point.
Good.
Once I get a normal schedule, it'll just be Zoom classes in the morning, homework in the afternoon, streaming at night, and then just repeat. So I don't go insane.
I would think the repetition would drive you to be insane.
No, I need a repetition.
Okay.
Because if I don't have a repetition, I fall into one, and the one I'm in right now is wake up at 1 a.m., watch Twitch for 7 hours, and then game.
Yeah. Same. So. Like, I need something to get myself going again. Like, I just can't do anything.
Well, I want to just start, like, long streaming, but I have to, like, jump off the ground and wake up at 10 a.m. and be ready to stream by noon. Yeah. And then stream for 6-7 hours and go from there. But the issue is everybody in my house works from home, and we just got internet upgrades, so we're at, like, 25 upload now, which is good because I can have a higher bit rate. But everybody's doing Zoom calls and phone calls and everything.
Right.
So I don't know if it's going to affect everything.
Yeah. It might.
Maybe a little.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe a little.
But that's the plan.
Okay.
Feeling okay about it.
Good.
For now.
For now. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm excited to get out of the house.
Yeah, I was excited to like go to my school building, and then it's just like, nope, you don't have any reason to go there. I'm like, okay.
Right, perfect.
All the people I met in college are just like obsolete at this point.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, Paul, what's new with you?
Well, I got the new Total War game, and it's been quite the blast.
Yeah, is it even better than Total War Shogun 2?
I'll be honest, I only played like 6 hours of that game, but I don't know. Like, I can't compare the two.
Oh, okay.
I haven't played enough of either, honestly.
Oh, okay. I see.
And you still got maybe 12 hours to pick it up for free. It's a $50 game.
It's free? Troy?
Yeah. For the first 24 hours, it's free, yeah. And you can get the first DLC for free if you link your Epic Games and your, what is it? Like some access thing that the Total War people have. Total War Access, yeah. Basically $60 for free.
Oh, is it on Epic?
Yeah.
Okay. was gonna say, I'm like, I went on Steam and it said coming 2021.
Yeah, they have that year on Epic exclusive thing, but
Sure.
unlike Fallout 76, it's also free for the first 24 hours. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised people still complained about it being Epic.
It's free, guys.
The only thing that I'm still kind of thinking about is they said it's going to have modability like usual. But when you open the game, it goes straight to the game. It doesn't open the Total War launcher, which is where you turn on the mods from. So that's still a mystery.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see where that is.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to update that in 2 weeks because we're a semi-annual or semi-week.
Weekly.
No, not
Yeah, semi-weekly.
I think it's probably like a month and a half before.
Yeah, that'd be like twice a year we do a podcast.
Yeah. We're just going twice a year now, might as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how it is.
I know. What else?
I don't know.
I got Popeyes for dinner because I took my brother to get his car from getting fixed. I don't know what it was, but I got Popeyes. Haven't had that for years.
Did you get the chicken sandwich?
And no, I did not.
What'd you get?
I got the chicken tenders. Spicy.
Okay, yeah. Close enough.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything from Popeyes is pretty good.
Yeah, it just doesn't have like any in my direction. I'd have to like go out of my way to get it.
Yeah.
Those biscuits, though. I forgot how good they were.
They're good. They're super
Popeyes bangs.
So.
Other than that, I don't know. School starts in like 2-3 weeks. That's about it.
Okay.
Well, school as in like one class fully online, one class I have a 55 DMAG Zoom meeting.
Oh.
At like noon.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's just online. You're on your own.
Yeah.
The best type.
I love those.
Honestly, they're pretty good for programming, but I don't know if they'd be good for anything else.
I don't like reading.
Oh yeah, we have to.
It's a lot.
A lot more watching videos than reading.
Oh, I can watch like videos all day. Like I'm a very visual person. Just like when I'm reading it, I can't retain anything.
Oh, you're lucky when you get a lot of videos. Actually, there's a couple teachers that give you a lot of videos, good explanations, and then there's ones that are like, "Here's these pages in the book. Go ahead, read that."
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it. Go do it.
That's busted.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No thanks indeed.
Well, I actually have something planned this podcast. We don't usually do this, but I actually
planned this heresy.
I know. But I'm watching a lot of YouTube nowadays because not
YouTube.
What is there else to do? And I'm sure everybody else knows about this. Whoever's watching this, because the Valley Folk are pretty popular.
The what?
The Valley Folk on YouTube. It's not. It's not an exactly. You guys are in the minority, not me. They won an NBC show last year.
Oh, nobody watches NBC. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Everybody knows them.
Not everybody, but people are like even semi-familiar with the YouTube.
This is the one thing I'm out of touch with.
Okay. But anyways, they have this.
What's me out of touch?
Fine. They have a show called the Movie Game Show, where they combine the rules is that the person who's initiating it, they give out a synopsis for 2 movies and they combine them, and then it's the people who are playing's job to take those synopsises and then mash the titles together. So here is the example that I thought of all by myself. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Probably this one. A bunch of waterfowl compete to be the last standing until one is crowned on the Iron Throne. That, of course, is Duck Game of Thrones. So that's what it is. So you take the synopsis, you mash them together. I've prepared a list of 9.
Oh god.
And to make things a little bit easy, the one of them will always be a video game.
Oh, I get.
So, I'm trying to lean the scale so that Paul can help too. But I also tried most of these movies we've either seen together or are things that most people know the general synopsis of anyways. So with that being said, are you guys ready to play this? I titled this Google Doc movie game stolen. So I guess that's what we'll
Totally
call this.
original segment. Let's go.
All right. Okay, we'll start with the first one, and this first one, this one is the only one that doesn't have a video game in it because I thought of it and I thought it was super clever and I just put it in there. Okay, so here it is. Pizza time. Peter Parker has to balance his life as a crime-fighting superhero and an underground street racer. Wait, is that ludicrous?
Is the second one the wait? Is that ludicrous?
It's kind of it's underground street racer and ludicrous.
Well, it's Fast and the Furious and Spider-Man, but I don't know how you'd word it together.
The Fast and the Spider.
That's how that works, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty simple, not really funny, but I don't know what else.
I think it's supposed to make sense together.
Yeah, it is.
Gotta make it funny though. Fast and the Spidey. Perfect.
Are you sure it's the first Fast and the Furious?
I mean, I don't know. I've maybe seen 10 minutes of all the Fast and the Furious movies combined.
I haven't seen any of them either. I just thought that the title was cool, funny.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to guess which one it is then if you haven't seen any of them.
All right, Babby, it's on you.
The IMDb, you know,
Okay.
it's the Fast and the Furious saga, and you know, one of the Spider-Man movies. Do you want me to read it again? Because I feel like I gave it away in like the first thing I said.
Sure.
Okay. Pizza time. Peter Parker has to balance his life as a crime-fighting superhero and an underground street racer. Wait, is that ludicrous?
Pizza time and speed racing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
What do you mean no?
He means no, I think.
What Spider-Man movie does he say pizza time in?
Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
Fast and Furious.
No. What's the second
Too
Fast
Fast,
and
Too
Furious?
Furious. That's what it is.
Okay, now put it together.
Faster and the Furious.
Spider-Man Too Fast, Too Furious.
There it is. Spider-Man Too Fast, Too Furious.
I guess it's pretty good.
The next one, I don't think I've ever done any of the. Okay, yeah, no unnecessary squeakles for the next ones.
Okay.
Baby, put down the bleach, Eddie Murphy exclaims as the baby swigs the whole thing and turns green. Great. What else could go wrong for this former stay-at-home dad turned professional child care provider?
What is that game called? That's Who's Your Daddy, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that is the game.
It's Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah, help me out that Eddie Murphy one.
Read the Eddie Murphy part again.
Let's see. Great. What else could go wrong for this former stay-at-home dad turned professional child care provider? If it helps, you can. The first part of it is the Who's Your Daddy, so then you can.
I know that.
Right. So then, like, the next movie has to match up with that. So if you take the last word.
Oh, Who's Your Daddy Daycare? That's what
There
it is.
it is. Who's your daddy daycare? I thought I was super clever with that one.
Man,
Okay.
it's too complicated.
Well, this one shouldn't be. I think you're gonna get this one. There's a part of this one, Paul.
Uh-oh.
Time only moves when he does for this top-of-the-class police officer who gets moved to a small English town.
Super Hot Fuzz.
There it is.
Easy.
See?
I got the super hot, but I wouldn't have remembered the other one. But I do remember watching that movie.
Yeah. As I said, I tried to pick movies that we've seen before. I know we have a Daddy Daycare or
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay.
Way Too Fast and Furious.
This one might be a little easy.
Oh.
Gordon Freeman tries his best to survive on a raft with a tiger in the middle of the ocean.
Half-Life of Pi.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
I knew that one was going to be a little bit too easy.
Yeah, it was too easy. I got that.
Carrying over here. Come on.
I don't know my stuff. Okay.
All right. Here's another long one. Robot dinosaurs threaten the lives of tribal villagers, but we'll probably never get close considering this game crashes all the time. But what's that? There's zombies there too? This sounds like something I would never want to play.
I think I know what that game is, but
It's the game.
is it Ark Survival Evolved?
No.
Oh, that has robotic dinosaurs in it and shows people.
And it crashes all the
Okay.
time and it's dumb.
That's true. I didn't know Ark had robot dinosaurs.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I didn't know until I played not long ago, actually. So you and I both.
I'll give you a hint. It just came to PC.
Oh, it's your stupid. Yeah. Read the movie part again.
Horizon, whatever. Horizon Zero Dawn.
But what's that? There's zombies there too? This
Horizon
sounds like
Zero
something
Dawn of the Dead.
There it is.
Easy.
Very good.
Not Plants vs. Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies.
Versus Zombies.
The movie, of course.
That's it. All right. Explore a beautiful open world teeming with life, corrupted by evil monsters and giant robots. And also Will Smith is there, and it's a Western for some reason.
Will Smith, what are you doing? I don't know. Indeed.
I don't have the game, so I can't guess all of it if I don't know the game.
Do you know the movie?
Well, I'll probably know the movie if I know the game.
Okay. See, I didn't want to make this one too obvious.
You didn't.
I did not. I think
The open world thing is messing me up. Read that part again.
Explore a beautiful open world teeming with life, corrupted by evil monsters and giant robots.
There's a couple games I could think of that being.
And the Western's part of the movie part?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Will Smith and Western. Those are your clues for that.
Will Smith Western. I don't know.
I feel like if I give you a hint, it'll just completely give it away, but I'll do
Most
it
likely.
anyway since we're stuck. The game, it's a Switch exclusive.
Oh, I
Is
I
it
don't
Breath
have a
of the
Switch.
Wild? I was wondering if it was.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Okay.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah.
So now you just need to get the movie part.
What Western is Will Smith in?
I don't know, Babby, what Western is he in?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of asking the question to nobody at this point, but
If I'm being honest with this one, I knew it was a song and I had to look up to see if it was a movie, and it is.
Oh.
Is it just Breath of the Wild Wild West? That's what
Yeah. Breath of the Wild Wild West.
I feel like more people know the song than they do the movie.
Yeah, I know. I for sure did. But I was like, I'm pretty sure that was like
Because we definitely have not seen this. That's where I was confused. I'm like,
No, we have not seen one.
Because I kept wanting to say that. I'm like, is that even a movie?
I know. I literally had to look it up. Okay, this one. Okay, you guys will probably get this one. An old man fulfills an old promise by traveling to South America with a Boy Scout. Maybe the robotic warden there will give them some cake, if it even exists.
I know the game's Portal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cake thing. I don't know what the other one is. You got this bit.
It's Up.
It's oh yeah, it is Up, isn't it?
So say it together.
Portal Up.
No, other way.
Oh, Up Portal.
Yeah.
I think
That one
Portal
doesn't
Up
make
sounds
sense.
cooler.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
Up Portal doesn't really like.
Portal Up was actually that just sounds cooler. I don't know. Portal Up.
Well, like all the other ones, they play off the last word. It's just Up Portal. It's not like a play on words. It's just putting the two together.
You gotta understand. I was busy today.
Okay.
You tried.
All right, we got two more. How are you guys feeling?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm carrying over here.
yeah. I mean, I kind of did the last one, kind of.
Yeah, you got Portal.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
It was the other way around.
I was thinking because I was wondering in what witty way he put the words together, but he didn't.
I did.
I was like,
What do you want me to put Up in?
Portal Up.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. We'll just move on.
Yeah.
A gang of teens solve mysteries about monsters and ghouls when literal hell breaks loose, leaving them to fight off hordes of demons to save humanity.
Scooby-Doo and Pokemon.
That is just wrong for both, I think. Oh, it's Scooby Doom. That's what it is.
Yeah, there it is. Scooby Doom.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna end.
I don't know how you got Pokemon out of that. Literal waves of demons. Oh, it's Pokemon.
Pokemon. That's it.
Have you ever seen Pikachu? That thing is demonic.
Multiple times.
Too scary.
Too scary. Fade too scary.
Okay, so we're gonna end the last one. This one is for sure a gimme, but I do need to warn you that we're doing a band and a game.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If it's not Samsung, I don't know.
Baby, I'ma want you to be an outlaw who exists in an ever-shrinking Wild West.
This dude is Wild West.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, there it is.
Easy clap.
There you go. So that was movie game Stolen.
Movie.
You know, I thought it was fun to come up with
a catchier title, but I actually like movie Stolen. We're just being honest over here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I didn't come up with it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try. So yeah, what did you guys think of the new segment?
Interesting.
Game show podcast, baby.
Show podcast.
We're not even a podcast anymore. We're like a mixed show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a show. We're a full-on
mixed show.
show.
Yeah.
We perform every podcast. We don't record every podcast. We're performing.
Right. That's a good attitude to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be a regular thing.
I feel like
It
it'd
can.
be difficult to come up with some every week, so or every other week, I guess.
Yeah. I could totally do it though.
Oh, you probably could.
It's not that
Right.
hard. It was
He's doing it.
hard. It was a little bit difficult trying to find because the way that I was about to say the village people, the valley folk,
Village people.
they do syllables. So the way that they did it, I think I gave you an example the other day. But when they did, it was like Pac-Man and Ant-Man, and they did Pac-Mant-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do like syllables, and I was having a really hard time with that. The closest I got
tricky.
was Up Portal.
And I didn't get that one, so
Yeah. But yeah, I felt like it was pretty good for the majority of them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very worried because I know you guys don't watch as many movies as I do, and
Not at
even
all.
I haven't seen a lot. So I was having a little bit trouble being like,
You
oh,
haven't
do
seen
they
one.
even
I guess
know
I've seen
Daddy Daycare or like Dawn of the Dead or anything like that? So I'll do it again.
Eventually.
Okay.
again.
But yeah, I'm glad that it worked. So, ta-da! Stolen game show.
It's not stolen if you don't say it's stolen.
It's stolen.
That's not how that works. It's not plagiarism if you don't say that you stole
Exactly.
it.
Who's gonna find out?
Of people who have seen the show.
We'll deal with that once we're big enough to be cared about.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so got any exciting news?
Absolutely not.
Shroud's back.
Oh, yeah, he's on Twitch, yeah, so.
Did he just like open his stream and just like scream?
Just he looks like Adam Sandler from Uncut Gems, though. It's kind of funny.
Really?
Yeah, I knew he was gonna have a beard, but I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Does he
I
have
gotta
like
check out.
He's got a full-on
Shroud.
goatee.
I gotta check out Beard
yeah.
Shot. Is he still on?
Yeah. No, he just
He's
got
on
off.
it.
He got
God
off
damn.
like 2 hours ago.
Maybe I can see his video or whatever.
Yeah, you can.
Past videos.
He got like 515,000 viewers at a time, I think. That was the highest.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yesterday or whatever. He got 22,000 subs within like an hour.
Oh my god, he streams 7 to 10 hours a day. Well,
Yeah,
that
he
was
streamed for like 8
yesterday
hours today and
months ago.
yesterday.
Alright. Oh, wow. Yeah, he looks a lot different.
Yeah.
He's gotta get a new profile picture.
Nah, I hope he keeps that one. It's
He
classic.
just looks so much different with hard to
But yeah.
recognize the dude.
It feels weird.
Hmm.
Because it's been like, well, it's only been like a year. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it just feels weird like going to your followed channels and then you see him up there. I'm like,
He's
still getting
finally on
used to
there
it.
again.
Yeah. But I've never seen a Twitch chat go so fast.
Did he not have it in like slow mode or something?
He did. That was the issue. There was 510,000 viewers and there was like a whole bunch of streamers gifting 100 subs like at the same
God.
time. So everything was going way too fast, where it would be like a still image and then like the chat would update and it'd like just zoom at like 900% speed. So it was impossible for him to like read anything for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
But now it's in sub
know-
mode and you still can't read because it still goes fast. But
Because he was probably gifted like 2,000 subs today.
yeah, well, he's at like 30k something now, which is, if you want to do the math, with $5 times 30,000. And that's without
every month,
that's
right?
without donations and bits and everything.
Dang.
Plus, this guy earned $10 million from his mixer contract.
Yeah,
So-
he's
He's kind of set.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been fun watching again.
that's good.
It's not the stream you go to interact with the streamer because it's impossible when there's 100,000 people watching.
Yeah.
But you just watch the stream.
Well,
Instead of,
his
like-
thing is more you watch it for the gameplay, right?
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
like more
Yeah.
community based. It's more just
Right.
gameplay based. But yeah, it's been weird, but it's nice.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh yeah, Ninja.
Come on, Ninja. Well, he's on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's back. He's just not
Get him
on-
off YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
He's like back, but he hasn't signed a contract because he was on YouTube and then he was like on Twitch a few times.
Oh.
But he was playing today. He just wasn't. He doesn't stream a lot right now.
Ninja?
Yeah,
Oh.
for whatever reason. He's probably doing a contract thing.
Yeah.
But he had like a Fortnite tournament today on his Twitch channel, but he was playing Valorant while that tournament was going on.
Oh.
So he wasn't actually streaming.
All right.
Like, okay, whatever.
Okie dokie then.
Cool beans, Tyler Blevins.
Tyler Ninja Fortnite Blevins.
Yeah. That's good. It's always good to see. Well, I guess I've never experienced that because all the people I'm waiting for to come back on YouTube have not.
Yeah.
They hate me. Well, I mean, number one, the person I want to come back to most is Joe Goes.
I don't
But
think that'll ever happen, ever.
I don't think it will ever happen. If I hope to God he does not check his subreddit. It is honestly one of the worst things I've ever seen. Because for those who don't know, Joe most likely transitioned to be a female, which
Most
I don't
definitely.
care. I don't think most. Well, okay, maybe
that.
most of his audience would care based on what the subreddit is. Most people would not care, just in a general sense of them.
In general, I don't think that many would really care, but there's always those who will.
It is like so
people
prevalent.
that care are the loudest, so
it's true, but like that's everybody who's on the Joe Goes subreddit like 3 years after him leaving YouTube is just people being like, when is this tranny gonna come back on YouTube? It's like, guys, let's cool it. I mean,
we got All Gas No Brakes, so I'm satisfied.
I do like, yes, All Gas No Brakes. He is filling the Joe Goes hole, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I think in some aspects, All Gas No Brakes is better than Joe Goes.
True.
Because I think All Gas No Brakes, especially in the Minneapolis and the Portland videos that he did, it's like that's actual journalism.
Oh yeah, he's a good journalist.
Yeah, like for real.
I think he lets the interviewee be the star of the show more than like Joe Goes was.
Yeah.
Like Joe Goes like entertained the people he was with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, All Gas No Brakes is kind of just like, hey, you can speak whatever you want to right now,
right?
And I will listen.
Yeah, I do like that about him. Like, I watched the H3 podcast with them, which was actually like really interesting because I had never seen like the veil down, like to see the actual guy behind Gas No Brakes. And like he published like a coffee table book before he had I think he started on Instagram, but before he started his like interviewing online, and he like left his home when he was like 17, dropped out of high school, got a trailer, and then has just been driving around the US interviewing people at like truck stops or wherever he can like sit down with somebody and be like, hey, just tell me about your life. And so that book was basically the first like All Gas No Brakes. It was called All Gas No Brakes.
Nice.
So like that book is just there, and it's just like different interviews that or like quotes from people that he's interviewed along the road. And so I think that probably plays into his YouTube videos because he's like he just takes a back seat to like all of his interviews for the most part. But he was talking about like the scariest things that he's ever been to. And he was like, well, I was shot in Portland. He was shot with a rubber bullet in Portland. But he's like, honestly, the scariest place I've ever been to was the Flat Earth Convention. Because like almost all of them are like anti-Semitic. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. They are.
I'm pretty sure you can say that. Just don't get any worse.
I won't get any worse, but like, you know, a lot of those like conspiracy-minded people will like they blame the Jews for everything. So I think All Gas No Brakes is a Jewish guy. So it's like if you're at the Flat Earth convention, people are going to get angry at you.
I want to send a friend in your place.
Yeah. So a little rough, but I'm glad that he's there. Also, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared posted a thing like 2 years ago saying that they were coming back and then they never did. So I don't know what that's about.
I'm okay if they don't come back.
I am too. It's
I've had enough.
Why would you post a trailer for it and then just be like, nah, it didn't happen?
I'm okay with that.
I am too. It's just,
It'll just be like one of those like defining moments of like YouTube and the teens.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. They don't need to come back this year's been enough already.
Yeah, I didn't like the last two as much as I liked the first 4.
Yeah.
But also I just like the songs in the first 4 better because I like music. I guess you could call me kind of quirky.
Yeah.
So,
I guess
you could say that. Saying like saying like I like music is the same as being like I like traveling. Yeah,
boy,
everybody.
I love traveling. And there's like that 5% of people that just don't like traveling. Like you're not special.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Probably drove through all of Nebraska, and that's why you don't like traveling. Go somewhere else.
Somewhat of a movie connoisseur myself. I've watched Pulp Fiction 12 times.
Oh, you like movies? Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
You like music? Have you heard of Thriller by Michael Jackson?
I'm sorry.
Maybe even Dark Side of the Moon? Ever heard of that one?
My favorite album is probably the Bob Dylan on the
I guess you could call me a little quirky.
A little quirky. If you haven't heard that, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. I guess I'm not talking to that guy.
Okay. You probably have, but you probably don't realize that you have.
Well, I haven't heard the album. I don't listen to a lot of Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Is that controversial? Can I say that?
I don't think so. I feel like a lot of people don't listen to Bob Dylan, but act like they've listened to Bob Dylan a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I've listened to Bob Dylan.
Yeah. What's your favorite Bob Dylan song?
Bob Dylan song number 3.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're studying music as a profession, I feel like knowing Bob Dylan's work is like a must, but it's like one of those things where you go to art college and everybody's like, yeah, I love Banksy. It's like, it's just Bob Dylan is like the person.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. I don't know if we had this conversation on podcast or not, but like Bob Dylan is another one of those where it's just like, I really cannot. I don't like his voice. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion.
I think we did have this conversation.
We did, but
I think he's known for his songwriting though, because he's like one of the best storytellers like ever.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I could listen to it and probably get something out of it, but it wouldn't be something that I would listen to a lot, like some people do.
Yeah. It's one of those like vinyl versus streaming platforms. Like give me a Bob Dylan vinyl and I'll listen to it, but I don't find myself listening to it digitally.
Yeah. I can see that too. Yeah, Bob Dylan. We used to get that when I worked at a record store. We used to get that Blood on the Tracks one all the time. And I didn't know
like
it was
popular
like
one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's rated one of the best albums of all time, but I'd never picked it up. I was like, whatever. Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
So,
Bob Dylan, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. Do you think that they're going to hologram Bob Dylan when he dies?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
It's actually weird, like, saying that Bob Dylan is still alive. He's like one of those guys where you just expect for him to be, like, dead since, like, the 90s.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes I forget. It's like, oh, Bob Dylan is still alive. I think he actually made an album this year too.
If you look at his Spotify, it is shocking.
Yeah.
He's had like an album out every year since
Yeah,
like
it's kinda crazy.
1960. Let me see. 1962. Pretty much like one every year.
He's grinding.
It's insane.
You don't stop.
Nope. So there you go. If anyone's ever listened to the entire Bob Dylan discography, why don't you hit me up and tell me if it's any good? Although if you listen to the whole discography, then that means that you already like it. So
Right. It's not like a I listen to Bob Dylan's entire category and I give it like a 5 out of 10.
yeah, you know. He really peaked at Dylan and the Dead. And after that, it just went downhill. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
How did that happen? Okay,
Oh.
Ben, do you know what that is? Dylan and the Dead?
Hopefully you do, because I don't.
No.
It's Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead collabing on
I
it.
I expected that, but I don't know about it.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just like the most unusual mashup I've ever heard. Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead.
Well, people that like Grateful Dead most certainly like Bob Dylan. So
I guess saying that, I don't think I could name a single Grateful Dead song or even know what they sound like. So I just assumed that by the name they were like a hard rock band. So, but the way that you answered that question just made me think that they probably aren't a hard rock band. Okay.
they're most definitely not.
And now I've just made an ass of myself.
They're like a
this
jam band.
A jam band. Okay, let me listen to Casey Jones. A snippet of Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad has like a few of them, and every time I've like listened to them, it's like you either get it or you don't. Like the one he was listening to, it's like Freeform Jazz. If Freeform Jazz was classic rock,
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
that's like the way I could put it. And I love
Okay.
Freeform Jazz, but I just can't put it as like a rock type thing.
No. That song was nice. Okay, yeah, I take that back. Dylan and the Dead gets a pass from me.
Just
Also-
remove all of my previous statements.
Yep. Also, I will die on my deathbed. I will say Dylan and the Dead has one of the best album covers. It rocks.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I actually have a copy of that on vinyl. I got it for free
hmm
because the vinyl on the inside is shattered.
Oh, but you got the cover.
I got the covers. That's all I really wanted.
Mm-hmm. I
There
think Grateful
are-
Dead's one of those where it's like people enjoy the artwork that comes along with them more than the music.
I don't usually do that. If it's like when I was working at a record store, we would throw away like albums and stuff if they were
Mhm.
shattered. And I would always feel like
just keep the
really bad
covers.
about it because
Yeah.
like that's like a piece of history. If that
Exactly.
was, like that came out in
Especially
1970.
if it's an OG
Just-
copy, like yeah.
Yeah,
keep
I'm
that
keeping
thing.
the cover. It looks cool.
Uh-huh.
So
Like
I
one of
have
those
a-
Dark Side of the Moon shirt things. It's like everybody knows what like the cover looks like and like the artwork for Grateful Dead, but nobody knows what the music sounds like.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just thought it looked cool.
It does look cool.
I have let's see, I think I have an Edgar Winter song. Or not an Edgar Winter song, an Edgar Winter album that's also shattered, but I just
Mhm.
like the look of that one.
The guy,
Uh,
so with the funny guy on the cover. Or is
I
it a
think
different
so.
one?
Wait, I'm gonna have to pull it up.
That cover creeps me out. I don't like to.
No, it's not the one where he's shirtless and looking
Yeah.
up to the left. No.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it's not Edgar Winter. Not the Edgar Winter group. Actually, Edgar Winter. Yeah, it's White Trash it's Edgar Winter's White Trash.
Oh.
It's called.
Nice.
It looks nice. But I have that. I think I have something else. Man, I just had an example in my head of one of those again.
He just looks like a very scary human being.
Well, he and his brother are albino.
Oh,
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Because Except like every single pose they do for an album is just like they have to be in like the weirdest position possible.
Yeah, they're also weird guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But they also have like stark white hair.
Yeah.
Like even when they were like 20, yeah.
Just thought that was someone from Sweden.
No. No, it's a skin disorder. I have the JFK inauguration on
That's
Vine.
true. That's true. You can see it in the Fun Some Nights first reaction or review video.
Yeah, it's the only one that stays on the wall.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
It's pretty cool. Forgot that video existed until now.
That's a good video.
It's shrouded in a Fun Some Nights thumbnail.
It's funny how many people we tricked with that.
Yeah, you got like 80 views in one day, and then it just got to 0 as soon as
we switched it over. Nobody cared.
Yep.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah. I might as well go over music on the podcast now because it's easier than making a video about it.
Okay.
I've been grinding.
Yeah. Are you still doing an album every day?
Not every day, but I've been doing like 1 or 2 a week.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's easier to sit down and do something else while listening to an album than to get ready, make my bed, sit down, turn on the camera, check my audio levels, and then go. And then have to pause through every song and be like, hey, I like this or I don't like this.
Just don't check your audio level. There you go, easy.
Yeah, it eliminates one part of my thing until then you record the whole thing and realize the audio didn't record.
Oh, I mean, that, yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
But, there's like a group, Blue in Exile. It's like a jazz rap, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
They had an album come out this year. It's an hour and a half long, which was insane. Like 20 songs. But it is very good. It's Miles. But it's like one of the best rap albums this year. It's like 90s like rap, but it's also blues and jazz.
Oh.
So it's like a perfect combination.
Yeah.
The issue is I can never find any of these on vinyl because they're like lesser known, and then they like sell super limited copies, and it's impossible.
Yeah.
Amine had an album last Friday, which I was gonna do a reaction for. I'm like, screw it, I don't care. Limbo. It's pretty good. It's more pop rap, but it's fun. I don't get into trap or anything, but it's one of those more easy listening trap albums.
Sure.
Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I finally listened to that Phoebe Bridgers album, Punisher, yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
And that thing is very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. It's like the Taylor Swift album was like my entrance into that genre, and then Punisher was like my actual like first like, this is great.
Okay.
Like I'd take this over the Taylor Swift album.
Oh.
So is that just like folky?
It's folky, but it's like Taylor Swift's voice was kind of like hard for me to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the songs on that album that don't sound like Taylor Swift, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because I just can't get that mental blockage out. It's not like anything against it. It's like I listened to this when I was 10 and I didn't like it. So now I'm like trying to force myself to be okay with it. But it's like Phoebe Bridgers is like Gen Z Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
It's just like more relatable and like songwriting and stuff, and I think she's a better songwriter.
Sure.
And the album artwork is like top like 3 this year. Album artwork always helps.
Wait, what was it?
Punisher.
Well, no.
Phoebe
what
Bridgers.
Would you say that always helps?
Album artwork.
Oh yeah.
Like if your album artwork sucks, then I don't know if most people do this, but it's like I'm just gonna look at you a little differently, you know?
Yeah, that's why I like Viper so much.
Yeah, he does the best covers usually. But I have to listen to her Stranger in the Alps album because I think that's the one that most people kind of call like her best one, or was her best one at least. All I knew was the cover. I've known the cover for so long. It's just like someone standing in a field with like a ghost tarp over them.
Oh, like Billie Eilish's cover.
Yeah, except not at all.
Okay.
Billie Eilish's new song bangs too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like one of my
you
favorite
told
Billie
Grant that.
Eilish songs. That came out like 4 weeks ago, I think. I just haven't talked about
It's been a bit.
it. Yeah.
All I know is that it's like an animated picture of her on the cover.
Yeah. It's really good.
Okay.
Mac Miller had 2 songs come out last night.
Oh,
What happened?
From like, because it was like the 10th anniversary of like his first mixtape or whatever, so they put it on Spotify.
Oh.
And they put like 2 unreleased songs on there.
Mhm.
And I don't like really early Mac Miller because it's like party rap, because that's what he did.
Yeah.
It was like the birth of YouTube music things. That's how he
Yeah.
became popular. But the 2 bonus songs are actually pretty good.
Wait, he did that first?
That's how he blew up.
Oh.
He was like one of the first people to do high quality music videos on YouTube. That's kind of how he started.
I would not picture him doing that at
Because
all.
nobody else was doing that.
Yeah.
No, if you look back 10 years, he's a completely different person because he was like just like the kid, like the funny guy that partied all the time.
Yeah.
That's literally all he was. He could still rap, but it's like, I don't like that kind of music.
Hmm.
But yeah, those were surprisingly good. I thought these are just going to be 2 throwaways from that same time period and then it'll be whatever, but I enjoyed it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's it.
That's it?
At least that's what I'm rocking with right now.
I
I still have a list. I need to go through the Roots entire catalog.
like the Jimmy Fallon band.
Oh no. Yes. God, I hate that's how they're remembered for people that don't know the Roots. Like you have like a top 2 rapper on there, like of
I
all
know.
time, and then people are just like, "That's the Jimmy Fallon band."
No, I'm just goofing.
I know. It's just some people know them like that. It's like, oh no. Questlove's in the house.
Equislove in the house.
Yeah, I need to go through them next.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it. Honestly, that's the only thing I know the Roots from is Jimmy. I haven't listened to Roots at all. I don't even know what they sound like.
They're very jazzy with rap in it.
Okay.
It's like right up my alley. I just haven't. I've listened to a few songs and I thought they were incredible. I just haven't listened to the albums yet.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like every song is like 6 minutes long.
Oh, they're like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it kind of like Outcast?
No.
Well, I guess I've only listened to that one song that you put in Boy Time Stream, which
Yeah.
is
and then just Andre 3000 with Hey Ya.
yeah. What's that
Outkast was
song?
like very like weird before it was like cool to be weird.
Yeah.
They were
What's
like
that song?
I don't
The
remember
song you
which
put in
one.
Boy Time Stream, the Aquemini.
Oh yeah, Aquemini, that one.
Aquemini? Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy Iroquois. That's not them.
No.
That's funny.
Outkast is insane. Outkast is like grown people music at this point. Like if you sat down a 16-year-old that likes rap and you force them to listen to Outkast, I bet you they wouldn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a certain level of appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Andre 3000 is the best rapper of all time. But
Even better than Kanye West?
oh, for sure.
What?
For sure.
I cannot believe
Wow.
you said that. Did you hear him in Power?
I did actually. He's Power is probably one of his best songs.
Wait, which man, I'm just like
But like
everybody's hating me.
people
What song
like
is
hear
that?
Hey Ya and then that's all they know Outkast for, and then when I say like Andre 3000 is the best rapper of all time, they're like, what? He did the
Why
Hey
would
Ya
you say
song.
that?
he did that.
Like if you actually just sit down and listen to him rap, it's like actually insane.
Did he ever have like a solo career?
Nope. That's the one thing that's holding him back. Like everybody has their lists of top rappers and Andre's like in top 5, but he has no solo album.
Oh.
They did that double album where it's like Big Boy had one half and then Andre had the other half. That's where Hey Ya's from.
Oh, really?
But other than that, and it wasn't even like a rap site. It was like Hey Ya stuff. So it was like R&B and it was like pop songs.
Weird.
So it was, yeah. It's like one of those things that you really, really, really want, but it'll probably never happen.
An Andre 3000
solo album.
Solo album.
But he pops up on features every once in a while. And
do they even do anything anymore?
No, I don't think so. I think Big Boy makes
sucks.
music. Andre 3000 isn't making music currently.
What the flip?
It's a darn shame. But every time he's on a feature, he like completely steals the song. So
What
Rick
are they
Ross had him
doing?
on a song, and then like gave Andre 3000 6 minutes of the 8-minute song. Like, thank you, Rick Ross. Very generous of you. Yeah, it's one of those things that'll never happen, but people can just hope and believe.
Why did they stop?
I think they had internal issues, probably. You know how groups do.
Yeah, is it an Eagles situation?
Maybe. I don't think it's like that severe, but
Okay.
he was on like a Rick Rubin podcast or something, and he was talking about how he's not inspired to make music right now. It's like, what the heck? You're Andre 3000.
Yeah, what the flip?
He said it's because of like the expectations. Like, if he drops a solo album and it's nothing, if it's like not even near perfect, then people are gonna flame him for it.
Yeah.
Which people would do because you know how
Yeah.
it goes. But
Yeah.
like, I still want to hear it though.
I don't care.
Don't care. Gimme.
No, yeah, just do.
I think I saw an interview with John Mayer and he said a similar thing because he took a break.
Mm-hmm. Once you're in it
mean-
for so long and you have such a good reputation, it's like risky.
For real. Because he did Continuum in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did like a set of 3 albums from 2009 to 2013. And like those were not received as well as Continuum was.
Right.
And then 4 years later he did The Search for Everything, which is
Mhm.
really good. But I think it was because he needed to prove himself or whatever.
True. I mean,
That's
look at
also
Eminem.
why-
He just like crashed and burned.
Who did?
Eminem.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because if like you're just surrounded by people telling you that you're just doing the best.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah. I think that's the same thing that happened with Post, is that Stoney came and then like people were very mixed on Stoney.
Right,
Like,
and
even
he was
Anthony
just blowing up
Fantano
and he
gave
was
it a
listening to
0
everything.
even.
Exactly.
And so then he needed to prove himself with Beer Bongs, and then everybody's like, wow, that was a really good album. And then he made Hollywood's Bleeding, which everybody's mixed on, but
I haven't listened to that in a
it
long
was
time.
received very well. Like Circles is still huge now.
Oh yeah. It was
So
a very like radio heavy focus in mind with that one.
Yeah, which sucks.
I don't know
wanted-
if Beer Bongs is ever gonna get beat.
I don't think so, but I can
But-
dream.
I've heard he's working with Travis Barker.
Yeah, well,
so-
Travis was on the Nirvana stream
That's
with
true.
him. I didn't know that's what that was.
I would love for him to just like do a side thing. Just do like well, here's a rock album.
Honestly,
Just
do
like out of
something
nowhere.
cool.
It's like, you know.
I mean, I love the Post Malone style.
I feel
But
like I don't need
also-
another Beer Bongs and Bentleys though.
No, it's pretty good.
It's like it's perfect the way it is.
I would love a Stay too.
That's true. Just do like an acoustic album and then like put some rock songs on it or something.
Yeah. Or like not like an unplugged album, but like
No.
something with just like all okay. I swear I'm not the guys that Green Day was trying to appeal to in their Billboard, okay. But I'm saying like what if
You're
you did
definitely
like
not.
one that was like all real instruments?
Yeah.
Where you did like some like acoustic and some like rock. Because
I
that's
wouldn't
still
even mind
real
it being
instruments.
live. His voice is still really good live.
Honestly.
He did like a live studio session.
Wait, when?
If he did like a live studio session and recorded
Oh.
it for an album. Like, don't do a concert live album because I hate those.
Yeah.
But do like a live studio album.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yeah.
are awesome.
Man, I would love that. Well, I don't think we're gonna get that soon because he can't
Probably
record
not.
that now.
No.
Yeah.
That's the issue. He's so big right now, he needs to capitalize on it. If he does something weird and people don't like it, then, you know.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword
Oh, yeah.
because I'm glad that he's getting the recognition that he deserves. But also, I wish that he was like a Tyler
as
the
big.
Creator who's more willing to just like do his own thing.
Yeah.
And have like Earthquake, which is pretty successful, but like the rest of that album was not like a radio hit.
It wasn't like a radio-centric album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to become a Nickelback. I don't think he's gonna like completely go Nickelback, but like.
Speaking of Nickelback album tonight, I think actually.
What the flip? I didn't.
Nickelback
was
posted
not
a picture on
intentional.
Twitter this week and said 8:14.
Dude,
So.
are you gonna do a
Nope.
reaction to
Don't even
Nickelback?
ask.
Tonight? No.
Don't even put it in the universe.
Why not? I saw. That was funny that like the Twitter trending was going on, and then it was like Nickelback is working on something, and then that same day Joe Biden announced that Kamala Harris was his running mate. So like I think Hot Dad tweeted, and he was like, "So that's what Nickelback was working on."
Nickelback is planning something.
He was there. They were planning the VP nomination for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh boy. I was gonna say
11 minutes and 11 seconds. Oh my god.
Man, we're going hard. I did want to bring up something.
Yes.
Which is not. It's not an unpopular opinion, but
Popular opinion.
it's not. I just said it isn't. But
okay.
There's a live. I'm going back to John Mayer. I'm listening to John Mayer right now. I'm sorry.
You can do that now that it's not recording. I'm listening
to. Wait, what was that?
You can do that now that you're not recording the podcast.
What?
You can listen to stuff. I can't listen to nothing while recording.
Oh, well, I could do that anyways because I had the audio cable set up. I'm not listening to John Mayer right now. I just meant in a more general sense, I'm listening to John Mayer right now. I'm also listening to the Casey Musgroves album.
I need to listen to hers.
I haven't listened to any of her other thing, but I listened to
That's fine. Just listen to the good.
It's pretty G-dang good.
Yeah, I need to listen to it.
It's a little bit weird though because she has this album. I'll go back to John Mayer in a second, but I need to talk about this. She has this album, and it was like album of the year, I think 2018.
Yeah.
And then hasn't done anything since then, and she's just been putting out like Christmas albums. And it's like, okay. Although,
it's one of those artists where you just like a masterpiece comes out, so you gotta listen to it, and then you just don't dive deeper because there's nothing else.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because it's pretty good. I did I'm always worried, like I was listening to it on my speakers today, and I'm always worried that my mom likes to listen to what I listen to, and then like if it's good, she'll knock on my door and she'll be like, "I like this song," so I can kind of like tailor what I listen. We've had to develop this like relationship since we've been in quarantine.
I like this song. Let me in so I can listen to it.
Well, no, she just like she wants to give me feedback, I guess.
Okay.
Because she has to listen to it because we're all stuck inside.
That's true. Your house is very close too, so
it's
you
very
can get
close
very loud without people hearing.
Just say it. I have a small house.
Oh, you have a very small
I
house.
can't believe you're shaming me right now.
Or house shaming is.
I'm kidding. But yeah, so I was listening to this Casey Musgraves album, and my mom knocks on the door and she was like, "Is this Taylor Swift?" I'm like, "Nope."
That'd be in my room.
Yeah. I still haven't listened to it.
It's long.
Interestingly, I think my mom listened to it.
Oh,
she was like, "It's way different than what we're used to." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I've heard." But yeah. So I was a little bit worried that because the last time I had a female artist play was Birdie. She did a cover of Bon Iver's. It's Bon Iver.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bon
It takes a
Iver
little bit.
Skinny Love.
Come on.
Yeah.
I like it because it has piano and she has a nice voice.
Mhm.
But I had that come on and she was like, "Why are you listening to this? This is a girl song." I'm like, "Well, that's
Why
fine.
you
I'll
It's
stick
my
to my
dinner."
hardcore rap, mom. Sorry.
So I was worried that that's what she was gonna do. She was gonna knock
okay.
on my door and be like, "Why are you listening to girl music?" I'm sorry, I like it.
Like that funny meme where it's like the Twitter meme this week where it's like there's an angry dude in AirPods and it's like me in public and then like my headphones and it's like a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's me. Totally.
Yeah. I unironically like 1,000 Miles by Vanessa, whatever her name is.
Okay, I won't go that far, but
I will. I like that song. Hate me. Anyways, back to John Mayer. This is not an unpopular opinion by any means, but if you haven't listened to his cover of Free Falling from his live studio thing after he did Continuum, ooh, mama. I think I like that better than the Tom Petty version.
it wouldn't surprise me. I feel like I would like that more.
It's the reason it's not an unpopular opinion is because it's his second most popular song on Spotify other than New Light, which is only beating it out by 12 million. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but they have 370 million.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I love
me
his
on
cover.
don't worry.
But yeah, that's the extent of my music talk. I'm listening to John Mayer and Casey Musgroves. Listen to
Taylor Swift.
Continuum and The Theory of Everything. And then listen to Heartbreak Warfare on Battle Studies, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like your music taste is turning into a hipster guy that goes to Starbucks every week.
I'm sorry.
I'm turning into like
I'm
indie
sorry.
folk like lover, so it's kind of weird.
How long until he starts going to Starbucks? Let's bet.
I don't.
Half my
like
playlist
coffee.
is gangster rap, and the other half is like very smooth indie folk.
I like folk.
Yeah,
too.
I'm kind of growing into it a lot, actually.
I don't know if I've listened to any new folk, but I really like James Taylor.
I don't like that stuff. I like folk that's like experimental folk, I guess.
Okay.
Like hipster folk,
Although I don't know, James Taylor might be considered country, like early country.
maybe.
I mean, not like
There's
Dolly
a
Parton
fine
country.
line there.
It's a very fine line. I
very
don't know
fine
what I
line.
would. No, it's folk. It isn't country. What am I saying? James Taylor's folk. I just okay, this is my one thing with James Taylor though. His like least popular album is like his best one, and I have no idea why more people haven't listened to it. And I know you guys aren't going to listen to it.
Oh,
But god
for
dang
sure
it.
not.
If you guys listen to Walking Man, he wrote this entire album for like Richard Nixon because this is like the height of the hippie movement and stuff. It's like so anti-Nixon, and it applies so well right now. Like I listened to it like in April, and it just like completely hit way different.
Oh yeah.
Like man, there's this lyric. It's for the song. It's called "Let It All Fall Down," and it's like sing a song for the wrong and the wicked and the strong and the sick as thick as thieves. And for some reason, every time I hear that lyric, I get like a flashback to, I think it was like 2016, and there was like that family of like 5, and they made like a Trump song, which I'm not gonna get political or anything on here. But just like every time I hear that like that lyric, I just get a flashback to like these families singing Trump songs, and it's just like
Nice.
nothing has changed to Mr. Taylor guy.
That might be
So-
one of my favorite things. Is like classic rock. You know, like the entire generation in their 40s just still listen to it because they can't stand new music.
Mhm.
And they're all like hardcore conservatives, but every single like hard rocker and everything, like Bruce Springsteen and everything, they're complete opposite.
I know.
And it's in their lyrics, and it's like the best irony I could ever think of.
Honestly,
It's like those guys did such a good job at hiding it. But it's like there if you actually listen to the lyrics, except nobody
Yeah.
does because it's rock, but
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why that album didn't do well, because it was so anti-Nixon.
maybe.
But
But
yeah.
Bruce Springsteen's like Born in the USA is like one of the most popular albums, and it's like completely anti what people think it would be.
I know, it's like the
love
most anti-patriotic song
Yeah.
ever, but like people still play it in like baseball
I know.
games. It's funny.
Yankee Doodle's
What
also
was I
pretty
gonna say?
anti-American.
Yankee Doodle.
See that in freaking elementary school.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Yankee Doodle's about.
It's making fun of the Yankees, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's in a different way though.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
good old
That's good old
power,
British. Yeah.
British making fun of America humor, pretty much song. And
It's
then
like
we
when
took it
everybody-
up and like, this is a good song.
This is a fun song. I'm gonna teach it to my
Song.
kids. I hope they
Song
pass
goes-
it on for 300 years.
Like when everybody realized Rage Against the Machine was like not conservative.
But they're
Well-
raging against the machine. They have to be.
Like what machine do you think they were raging against?
Vietnam. Oh wait, when was Rage
That was
Against the
90s.
Okay, yeah, that would have been it.
Ah, yes, the good old 90s.
Would it be Afghanistan? Desert Storm?
Yeah, 90s, 2000s.
Desert Storm go.
They are they were very far ahead because like their politics lines up with like today's like democratic socialism politics, but they were preaching that like 20 years ago, and people are now just realizing what it means.
Yeah.
Because like some Republican senator was like, I like music before he got political, Tom Morello, and then he's like, are you not listening to our music? Or
Dumb?
Tom Morello has a degree in political science too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
What does political science get you, anyways?
Apparently to be in one of the best rock bands ever.
Yep. Well, like, what do you
He's
mean?
like, what do
before
you
music
know
got
about
political?
politics? And he's like, I have a political science major from Harvard.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Step
yeah.
down, man.
This dude is a music man.
The Music Man.
It's the music. He is the music man.
That's my favorite musical.
Yeah.
Before music got political, I was gonna say, like, what were the Beatles writing about? Just saying. Putting it out there, guy. Why don't you look at the Yellow Submarine, you Dumbo idiot?
A lot of those people don't listen to lyrics anyways.
I
I feel like if you've grown up listening to rock and stuff, like lyrics is kind of like not even half the battle. It's
I
more
don't
of just like
usually.
the drum fills and the guitars and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm like complete lyrical at this point. Like if there's not like much in there lyrically, or if there's like bad lyrics, it kind of ruins it for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's kind of taken me out of John Mayer. Like, it is very, very nice musically,
Mhm.
but it is all just, or most of it, and like, I wouldn't say like most of his stuff, but just like a lot of it is like, we're going through relationship troubles, or
Yeah.
I love this girl, and it's like,
I can only deal
can
with
we
so
not
much
get a
of
little bit deeper here?
it. Say something different, please.
Relationship troubles. Oh no.
And I'm like, it's good. People can relate to that. It's good to have music that people.
Well, John
can
Mayer was
relate
very
to.
mainstream, so it makes sense.
He is. I just, come on, guy.
That's
I
like
get-
the
I don't
difference
know why
between
I'm-
Taylor Swift and Phoebe Bridgers for me. It's like Taylor Swift's lyrics were like, eh. The production was really great, which is what I expected, but Phoebe Bridgers, it's like both are great.
Well, there you go.
It's like interesting.
The
It's
best
not
of
just
both
like,
worlds.
yeah, it's a Taylor Swift talking about a relationship for the 7 millionth time
I know.
on her 8th consecutive album.
I did find that I was able to tolerate that a lot more when I was in a relationship, though. So that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, it's just I
Maybe
don't
I-
like hearing about that all the time.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just a lonely single guy and I don't like it being rubbed in my face all the time.
Aren't we all?
By John Mayer. I
John
hate you,
Mayer.
John Mayer.
How
So
dare you
John
be
You
Mayer
did this
happy?
to me. Your body is a wonderland ruined my life.
I wasn't even made.
Stop trying to make me feel something I can't feel.
John Mayer making music doesn't relate to me, so thus I hate it.
I mean, I do like listening to like a lot of really, really sad music. So I feel like if I was like in like a recent relationship, I wouldn't be able to listen to it, or it would be like more impactful, I guess. But like now it's music? Like, yeah, I'm single and I like listening to the sad music because it sounds nice.
Yeah. Okay, this is like really weird, but whenever like, okay, I don't know why this is, but whenever something like traumatic happens to me, I always go through an REO Speedwagon phase. I have no idea why.
that would not be like the first thing to come to my mind if I'm like, I'm really sad right now. I need something to like, you know, fit that mood. It's REO Speedwagon.
I don't know why. I think, well, because I was into REO Speedwagon and then I had my back surgery.
Oh, so it just relates.
I think it's just like, because then like as soon as I like had this like breakup, I immediately got into REO Speedwagon again. So I don't know if my brain is like, uh-oh, you are feeling sad. You need to listen to REO Speedwagon right now.
I don't think I have that.
Huh?
I don't think I have anything like that.
It's the only thing that's like that with me. You like my mom was asking me at the beginning of the quarantine, she was like, 10 years from now, what are you going to say like that you were listening to during the quarantine? Because, you know, like people are going to ask because people were like,
for sure.
What where were you in 9/11 or whatever? Which I was at a doctor's appointment. And
I was at home, maybe
1 year old. But you know, people are going to be like, what were you doing for the quarantine? Because, you know, well, I guess kids, you know, kids would ask you. So I was like, I don't know. I haven't been listening to anything different. I might say John Mayer now because that's the only thing I've really found in the quarantine.
All it's been is a more opportunity to just like branch out more and listening to new stuff because eventually you get sick of listening to the same thing because you're inside all day.
Yeah.
But even if I told people what I was listening to, like most people would be like, "What?"
I don't know half of the people that you talk about. I just like listening to hear you talk about music because you have a very nice way of talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gay or whatever.
Maybe.
Are you trying to flirt with this?
I'll let you pass on this one.
Okay. Yeah, and that was something else I said about that because it was like, so this quarantine hit and I was already home for a month, and so it was like nothing really changed. I just went to Florida and then my vacation was cut short because the world ended.
Yeah.
So I came home, quarantined for 14 days, and then continued to quarantine until Babby came home. Pretty much.
Baby, come home.
Baby, come home. Baby, come it's like quarantine's all a blur except that 1 week where everything went down.
Huh?
It's like quarantine is just a blur, but besides that 1 week where everything just like went down at the same time.
That's a blur for me.
That's like, what's gonna be for me. Because, well, okay, it's not gonna be like that because we had a bunch of stuff. It all went down at the same time. That's we're just like, okay, we're gonna quarantine, and then people are gonna get mad about quarantining, and then they're gonna protest, and then they're gonna bring guns to the Michigan City Hall, and we're like, man, that sucks. That's dumb. And then like 2 weeks later, another black guy is shot in the streets, and it's like, God,
yeah, I didn't expect that. That was one I didn't expect, and it was not welcomed.
It was welcomed for me because I am a fan of fixing race relations. Babby is a self-proclaimed white supremacist, so that makes sense as to why it wasn't accepted for him. But you know,
I'm a white supremacist, and I'm in the newspaper for being at a at a peaceful protest.
Yeah, I know.
Earlier we were talking about can we mention the word that's based what's it? Like hatred against Jews, and you're like, yeah, Babby's a white supremacist.
Oh yeah,
this is the deep hours of the podcast. Nobody gets this far.
Also, that was clearly a joke.
Yeah. You can watch like any video on our channel
people
and
can take
obviously
stuff
tell that was a
seriously.
joke. I'm a white supremacist, but 90% of my music reviews are black artists.
He's a white supremacist.
Okay, you guys were both talking each other over that whole
I thought
time,
Paul
so
was
I did
done
not-
talking, but he was still talking.
I did not get a lick of anything of what either of you said.
Cool.
And you won't get any of it.
Okay.
You don't deserve it at this point.
Okay, so in synopsis, Babby hates black people,
Mhm.
and Paul is black.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
It's a joke. Laugh.
I mean, I'm less than 1% Congolese, so
Oh,
I mean,
shut up. Nobody asked.
it's been months since I last checked that. I should check that again. I don't know the
Just in
pastor,
case
though.
your ancestry changes.
Well, Ancestry.com updates every couple months, and it's been like 3 updates, and I still have less than 1% Cameroon Congolese.
Okay.
So I gotta check again to see if I still have it.
I was gonna say
Can anybody guess what percentage of Taiwanese I am?
0.
2.
Almost.